Good evening. Good evening and welcome in. And just welcome to this quick general energy check. It's a general check-in of the energy in the field for the next 24 hours. So this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this video is when you're meant to find it. So let's just jump right in. I guess I've already done my prayer for today, but it never hurts to do it twice. So join me for just this little daily prayer. I say daily. I invited my higher self, and I invite the higher self of whoever may be listening to be here with us, them, here with me, here with them for the next 24 hours. Thank you, higher selves, for being here with us for the next 24 hours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for putting us in front of the people who we need in the next 24 hours, and thank you for putting the people who need us in front of us in the next 24 hours. That includes 3D, 4D, 5D, social media, all the dimensions, all the entire world. Thank you. Thank you, higher selves. All right, so now is the time to put in your special prayer request with the Most High. And we just say, thank you, Most High, for hearing our prayers, and thank you for redirecting us where we need redirection. All right, thank you, Most High, for hearing our prayers. Thank you for redirecting us where we need redirection. So now I invite in the ancestors to be here with us for the next 24 hours. Thank you, ancestors, for being here with us. Thank you for guiding us along our paths. Thank you for teaching us what we need to know and for allowing us to transmit to you our knowledge that we gain here on earth that is of importance to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite in any unconditionally loving spirit guides that want to be here with us for the next 24 hours. Here with me, here with you. Thank you, unconditionally loving spirit guides, for being here with us. And finally, I invite in our guardian angels to be here with us for the next 24 hours. Thank you, guardian angels, for being here with us. Thank you for keeping us sane, healthy, and sane for the next 24 hours. All right. Cool. Let's get some incense lit. I have 2 candles lit here. One is a candle for the root chakra. It says energy and productivity, Muladhara, sandalwood, and rose. And then I have just a rose candle. It says rose scented candle from Trader Joe's. It says rose is a rose. Rose is a rose is a rose. So here. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So this is my Wild Unknown Tarot. So let's see. What is the overall? We have this card flipping over right away. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So teamwork. Also like embarking upon the great journey of a task, or could be material journey anywhere, not knowing if you're going to get a return on your investment, not knowing what the end of your journey, not knowing what the destination will bring yet, but embarking upon that journey wholeheartedly. But anyway, so what's an overall theme for this next 24 hours? Let's just get one. That card did flip over, but if it comes out again, it comes out again. If it doesn't, let's see what comes out. What is the overall theme for the next 24 hours? Oh yeah, and I do want to talk about a dream I had, but let me shuffle this, and then on the next deck, I'll talk more about that dream, this dream that I had last night. Okay. Oh, okay, we have the High Priestess. Very nice. Oh, I love this High Priestess card. This is such a cool High Priestess card. Oh, had it upside down. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna shuffle this one more time because I wasn't quite focused. Hold on, or a few more times. See, maybe the High Priestess will come out again, maybe it won't. Okay, now we have the Father of Cups. Ooh, I love this Father of Cups card. It's a black swan. I love that. I love that idea of thinking about the black swan as the masculine, visualization of the swan, because you think in the China, in the I Ching energy, the black energy, the I Ching is the two colors, the yin and the yang. It's the yin yang, it's white and black, right? And black is the feminine yin energy, but I like how in this deck we have the Father of Cups as the black swan. So we have sort of we have that sort of the yin and the yang feeling. Like, yes, this is the Father of Cups. This is a masculine card, but it's a black swan. So it's and cups represent emotions and the heart. The cup of that is the heart. And so having the black energy, represent the masculine Father of Cups or King of Cups. I like that. That's a really nice yin yang. That's a very balanced man. There's a very balanced man in your life who loves you very much. He's sending you that love. It could be your actual father. It could be, a romantic partner. It could be a brother. It could be anyone. It could be a friend. But you'll know who it is. The first one who comes to your mind. Okay. So there's a very balanced, he's fully in his masculine energy, but he's very in touch with his feminine side. So he's a very balanced man. So we have, so this is coming through as a specific person to me. So this is going to be a specific person who's coming through to you right now. You'll know who it is. Just the first person who comes to your mind. It'll be different for everybody. All right. So we have the Father of Cups, diplomatic, open-minded. The Father of Cups has a truly unique and dynamic personality. He is the most feminine of all the fathers within the tarot, and usually a patron of the arts. He is a dignified man who supports his family and community. The only thing holding this man back are his deeply rooted insecurities. They are vast and affect his personality in many unpredictable ways. Interesting. So that'll be a theme for the next 24 hours overall. It could be, since that is coming out as the energy in the field, though. This is someone else in your life. This is not you. This is representing someone outside of yourself. So on a grand scale, that could be a politician, or it could be a war general. We kind of, right now, as I'm recording this, we have a war, or we have war activity going on. I won't say outright that there's a war. That the United States just attacked Iran. So there is wartime energy going on right now. So I'm just trying to think collectively. There is a balanced, very balanced masculine energy is of great effect right now for this 24-hour period that you find yourself in. Okay. Okay, and this just reminds me, I need to start talking about the dream that I had. Okay, now we're calling upon the angels, though. Who is the angel of this 24-hour period? Who wants to come forth and bring a theme? So my dream last night was very intense, but basically the overall theme of the dream was like, okay, so there's a word, it's to debase, D-E-B-A-S-E. There's a song by the Pixies called Debaser. It goes like, I want to grow up to be a debaser. But it's sort of like, so if you know what debasement means, write it in the comment section, write out the definition. But basically, to debase something means to commit an atrocity. To commit an atrocity against something or someone, like to really act in a very low, crude, disgusting, despicable, nasty, type of way. And to debase something is to commit an act of such, to commit a nasty act, to commit, upon something, to do something disgusting to someone else, or to really do something that's vile and creepy and nasty and gross and just, it's not even necessarily evil. It's just something that's, it is evil, but it's more something that's just to make some, do something just really gross, disgusting, and nasty to something or someone else. And so it's this idea of like these people who debase, have the stupidity and the false confidence to try to debase things that are holy, okay? To try to debase an entity or a person or a thing that is holy. I feel like this is a big, like look at the Epstein files, like this is a big theme right now. It's like these people are just so stupid and they have so much false confidence that they think they can debase something else that is holy and get away with it. So in my dream, there were two holy entities. The first was the ostrich, okay, and the second was the camel. All right, so the ostrich and the camel were coming out as the two holy entities in my dream, and there were like this group of people were trying to debase an ostrich, and they were trying to debase a camel, and the ostrich just ran away. So the ostrich, I was actually riding on the back of the ostrich because the ostrich was like taking me off on this holy journey that, whatever. The ostrich had me covered. He was like he was like, hey, let's go. Let's just get out of here. We got a jet. We got a place to be. But then the camel was left behind, and I was really upset because this group of people were like debasing the camel. Like they kept on committing these acts against the camel. They were trying to debase him because they were coming after all this group of people. These debasers were coming after us and trying to like get us. But the ostrich and I got away, but the camel got left behind. Okay, so who is the angel who's coming through? Hold on. Sitael, Sitael, Sitael. It says, can you tell the truth all day? Try out an exercise of telling the truth. Wow, that's powerful. Can you tell the truth all day? Says Sitael. Try out an exercise of telling the truth, Sitael. Well, that's always a powerful activity to try to tell the truth all day. But anyway, so in my dream, let me get back to this. The camel was left behind, and this group of people kept like throwing all these debasing acts at the camel, kind of like they were like it was almost like warfare to watch it. And I was upset, and I was like, oh, we can't just leave him there and allowing this group of people to do this to the camel, because it was like, anyway, but the camel was just like, shh, girl, don't worry, it's okay. Like, remember, I'm a camel, I am holy, I am a holy animal, I am a holy entity, and he's like, just wait, just watch. Like the joke, because kind of like the joke is on the debasers. Like they really, like, look at them, they're trying so hard to bring me down, this whole group of people against this one camel. And but just wait and see, because remember, like, you cannot debase something that is holy, essentially. Like, for all my debasers out there, and you who are listening, like, you cannot debase something that is holy. Yes, you can commit these acts against it, but ultimately, the automatic backfire, it's not like the camel has to do any return to sender spells or has to really have any kind of self-defense whatsoever, because the immediate backfire, again, when a debaser attempts to debase something that is holy, there is an immediate and irreversible and terrible backfire upon the debasers. So the camel was like, just wait. Like, the camel was like, look, what they're doing isn't even affecting me, and just wait, because I don't even have to do anything, and it's just the holy cosmic backfire upon, because you cannot debase what is holy. Like, it's not even a moral issue. It's just like it's like if you try to debase something that is holy, there will just be a automatic backfire. Okay, it's like a repellent. Like, debasement and holy are like, they're like those, if you think about those two magnets that have the same charge. Like, no, like they just won't stick. But what happens is, because they're just that incompatible. But what happens is that it just when a debaser tries to debase something that is holy, like in the instance of my dream, that camel, like, basically it just backfires and hits the debasers back even harder, and it just basically what happens is that the debasers, it's judgment day. It's judgment day for them. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that dream because, that I don't know if that's a lesson but there might be something in there. That's just it just was an important dream I had. And if you're listening now, there may be something of importance in that message that you need to hear. Okay, but so this is the astrological arcana. So what is the overall theme? On top of, we have the Father of Cups, and we have Sitael. Make a practice of telling the truth. Try out an exercise of telling the truth. Can you tell the truth all day? So what is the overall astrological arcana theme of the day? Okay. Waning gibbous moon. Okay, we have the waning gibbous moon. We have a moon cycle coming up. It says, in a reading, as the moon begins to get smaller, you may feel an urge to share recently acquired knowledge with your community. Reflection doesn't always have to be a solitary act. Communication about your feelings can help prepare you for the upcoming stages. Look at it this way. If someone else's information could help you, wouldn't you want them to share it? You could also be feeling out of the loop or shunned by your community. Being ostracized hurts, and you should share how you feel with those around you. This behavior could be unintentional, so don't write anyone off yet. The key word here is sharing. Oh, I love that. That ties in nicely with what I was just talking about. Yeah, you see how I'm doing this act of reflection. I'm recording it and I'm sharing it on social media. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So you may be called to do something like this yourself, actually, to kind of share some knowledge that you have, right? And that's contemplation, that's reflection, but share it publicly. All right, so now we are asking the Fashion Oracle. What is the overall theme of the 24 hours? Aside from sharing your wisdom and knowledge with someone else or a community of people. Maybe it's time to do your TED Talk. It's time to, record your podcast. I could have some podcasters listening to this, some content makers. It's time to hit that record button and put yourself out there. Okay. It's time. Can you tell the truth all day? Yes, and who is this Father of Cups, this black swan, this masculine black swan energy? Who is the masculine black swan in your life? All right. So we have Sam McKnight reversed. So some keywords here. Let's see. Stillness. Stillness. Seriousness. Stillness. Seriousness. The mundane. I don't know. I guess it's time to. It's time. I'm getting the emphasis. It's really time to be still, be serious, and look at the mundane truth of whatever situation. Yes, like I myself, like I'm a great visionary. Like I have great vision. I can see this kind of stuff. But what I'm getting from that card, Sam McKnight reversed, is that it's very important at the moment to get still, to get serious, and to look at the, like, you know, cold cut, hard pressed, like truth. The truth of there's something in your life that you really just need to look at the truth of in the most boring, you know, scientific, realist sense you can possibly imagine. All right, so this is kind of a new deck that I got. I got it like probably a month ago, but this is the first time I'm really using it. But this is it's my Wednesday deck. So I actually haven't seen that TV show, but I love the Addams Family, and Wednesday is a great character. So I've been enjoying kind of getting to know a little bit about the show, but more just like Addams Family lore. I love the Addams Family. Such a great, just a great kind of comic book. You know, they think they were originally illustrations by Edward Gorey. I love Edward Gorey. He is absolutely one of my favorite illustrators, Edward Gorey. I think he did the Addams Family. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure he did. But Wednesday is just one of those great characters. So these, let's see which card from the Wednesday deck we get as the theme for the next 24 hours. We have Wednesday Addams coming up. I love it. Okay, so it says The Psychic Skeptic, Wednesday Addams. Let's read. The book just has a little blurb. Let's see what it says here. All right, so it says Wednesday Addams, The Psychic Skeptic. It says, relentlessly clever with a mind for the macabre, Wednesday Addams uses her psychic abilities and intuition to guide her investigations rather than accepting the status quo. There is, after all, nothing quite like the feeling of being proven right. Ask yourself, what would Wednesday do? Now is likely the time to trust your gut, so long as that intuitive feeling inside you isn't actually a terrible tapeworm gnawing away at your intestines. Don't be quick to take things from others at face value. Your own feelings about the situation may be more correct than others might think. Again, can you tell the truth all day? Time to get serious and still. And, think about sharing your contemplative and reflective energy, with others, either, recording your podcast or, doing whatever. Maybe you're a card reader like me, filming a little card reading like this, an energy check-in. It's time to get still and get serious and start telling the truth all day. Time to see reality as it is. But remember, don't take things at face value. What's in the subtext, right? Search for the subtext. Find the subtext. Once you find the subtext, what is the truth? What is the truth hidden in the subtext? Because that's going to be the bare bones, the foundation of which I sort of equate that, like the bones, the foundation, like to me in a way that is truth. Like the bones of something or the foundation of something is in a way it's truth. So it holds the truth of the thing. So, and for me, like subtext subtext is the same thing as the bones of a thing, or the same thing as the foundation of a thing. So that's why I said that. Okay, so this is the second tarot deck. This is the Edmund Duloc Tarot. He is another great illustrator. In addition to Edward Gorey, we have Edmund Duloc. So what is the tarot card? What is the second tarot card to come in and represent the overall theme of the next 24 hours? Ooh. Okay, we have strength. Oh, I love this card. I love this rendition of strength. Again, this is sort of like a very, get serious, get still. What would Wednesday do? This is a very Wednesday Addams strength card, I think. See, the strength is usually a lion, but here it's like a jaguar. Ooh, the jaguar power animals coming through. Ooh, I love it. That might be something you want to research. You might want to research about. So the jaguar is the west side of the medicine wheel. It's in the four sacred directions. It's the jaguar. It comes from the west, and so you might want to look that up in shamanic healing. You might want to look up the jaguar power animal. That could be something very significant for you. Okay, and finally we're going to close out the reading with a card from Stacy DeMarco's deck, Deep, Dark, and Dangerous, from this oracle, and then I'm gonna read about it. So we'll close out with a little bit of a contemplative, reflective reading here. What is the overall theme of this 24-hour period? Okay. Warning, card number 5, a card from the deep. It says, warning, Kelpie. Oh yeah, this is one of the more serious and sullen, sort of serious cards in the deck, so there's definitely that quality here going on. Now is the time to be still and serious. All right, so Kelpie, it says warning. Hold on. Trying to see here. All right. It says, if you are given a warning, you should heed it. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. Understand your current limitations, yet extend your skills. Your intuition may be asking you to be aware of danger. Pay heed. Duality, warning/ignorance. Most people would be familiar with the most famous of water kelpies, that of the one that lives in Loch Ness in Scotland. Those famous dark, curling humps rising above the quiet depths of the loch have captured our imagination and sent shivers up our spines for a very long time. A kelpie is a shape-shifter, normally one that changes from its more monstrous form in the water into a land-based animal like a black horse, and pretty much every decent-sized body of water in Scotland has a kelpie attached to it. The word kelpie itself comes from the Gaelic word kelpich, meaning colt. The kelpie has hooves, but they are backward facing, and sometimes the kelpies sing haunting songs that are very pleasing to the ear and so lure their prey. The kelpies are also said to be able to transform into non-equine land creatures, including human forms. These forms can be both male or female, young or old, but normally you can tell who they are because their hair is almost always wet, and they may have seeds and flowers from the water in their hair, or they may be wearing a silver necklace. That is their bridle when they are in their horse form. One myth tells of a young woman being courted by a handsome young man. He always wears a nicely forged silver necklace, and his curly hair is so black and shiny it seems to have the sheen of water upon it. She suspects that perhaps he is a kelpie, and so decides to remove his necklace while he sleeps when they are on a picnic together. He immediately transforms into his equine form, and she takes him back to her farm and has him work as a horse for a time. Her anger at his dishonesty wears off, and she misses her love, so she consults the wise woman of the village to see what the best course of action should be. The wise woman takes the necklace and puts it around the horse's neck. The Kelpie transforms back into his human form. She asks the Kelpie whether he wishes to be with the young woman or back to the water. The Kelpie says that he will stay in his human form, thus becoming mortal if she agrees to marry him. The young woman accepts him as her husband, and the Kelpie stays in human form, giving up his immortality. The Kelpie is secretive and hard to spot, yet if attacked or wishing to attack, he does so in a lightning-fast manner without warning. It is said that if you go too close to certain parts of the loch or body of water, you could be taken, ripped apart, and or drowned. When someone was found drowned and a Kelpie was suspected, they would tell everyone in the village and surrounding areas. Naturally, people avoided those places from then on, and children especially were warned off such places, being easy targets and not as strong in the water. Perhaps then, such stories of Kelpies were spread to protect children from drowning in waterways. We know that drownings can happen quickly and silently, especially where the shoreline is uneven and the currents strong. Many of these places have marsh and bog where it is easy to lose secure footing. Kelpies, although revered and considered to be beautiful, were to be avoided if possible. They were the embodiment of danger and the unknown inherent in the depths of water, and a reminder that we humans can lose our lives quickly if we don't pay the situation enough respect. Plant companion, water crowfoot, crystal companion, Morion. You know what? I'm just that's gonna sum up. You know, I want you to think about this, but just be careful. If you're listening to this message right now, I'm gonna tell you right now: beware of water. Okay, water is not your friend right now. I mean, like, of course you need to drink water. What I'm talking about is like the ocean, lakes, bodies of water. Beware, avoid them. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.